I think we have a lot of really exciting programs coming up, so please do follow and attend. In January, we had Peter Galbraith come to speak, and part of the discussion, the last question was about the role of corporations in the war effort. And he spoke a little bit about that, but practically the last thing he said was that I think one of the most important questions for future research is the issue of outsourcing in American foreign policy. And I thought, how perfect. We have the scholar on the topic coming to speak in 2 months. So without further ado, I will turn the floor over to Ned McMahon.
Well, on behalf of UVM, we'd like to welcome you all here, and Professor Stanger here. And I don't think that we need to spend a lot of time making a case for why this is an important topic, because if you looked at the New York Times on Sunday, you saw a front-page article concerning fraud and contractors in Iraq, and if you looked at the New York Times on Monday, you saw a front-page article about outsourcing of intelligence gathering in Afghanistan, and issues being raised in both of these articles about these kinds of problems. But I think that this has sort of gotten emblazoned now in the minds of people with contractors and fraud and contractors, and it's a much more subtle and complex set of relationships that we're talking about here. Between the United States government, it's not just the United States government and quote-unquote contractors. There are different parts in the United States government. There are different types of even contractors. There are non-governmental organizations that don't contract with the U.S. government, but they receive grants from the United States government. There is things called cooperative agreements, which many of you are familiar with, which are sort of in between contracts and grants. There's issues related to domestic politics that are involved in this relationship. There are intra-U.S. government issues involved. There are donor relation issues that are involved. There are also these fundamental questions about what is the quote-unquote appropriate relationship between business and the government, and between civil society and the government. And the answers aren't necessarily totally clear-cut. Because a quick answer might be, well, you need more oversight on the part of the United States government. That, in and of itself, raises issues, and it's not that simple, perhaps, to really figure out how to do without, perhaps, overly constraining organizations that are out there undertaking development or other activities that are seen as being in the U.S. national interest. So I won't get into this because we've got somebody much more qualified than I am to talk about it. But I just wanted to set that scene a little bit. We are privileged to have with us today Dr. Allison Stanger, who is the Russell J. Lang Professor of International Politics and Economics and Director of the Rohatyn Center of International Affairs at Middlebury College. Dr. Stanger has her doctorate from Harvard University. She has written widely on a range of topics relating to American foreign policy, if I can be as general as that. And she is well known in the foreign policy establishment in this country and abroad. And her most recent work, which she's going to be talking about today, is drawn from her book, One Nation Under Contract, The Outsourcing of American Power and the Future of Foreign Policy. And I wanted to just quickly read you a couple of reviews about this book, because I think it really says so much about her and about her work. Joseph Nye from Harvard says that Allison Stanger argues that the outsourcing of foreign policy functions as currently practiced is scandalous. But we cannot turn the clock back to top-down government. Smart power requires smart government, and this well-reasoned book suggests how better to harness all the networks at our disposal in the information age. Boston Globe has said that the real strength of this superb book is not what it reveals, as stunning as that may be, but how well Stanger assimilates the changed circumstances of modern-day governance and simply addresses what now must be done. Stanger, I guess this was written around the time of the Olympics, deserves a gold medal for this book. So I'm not going to embarrass you anymore, Allison, but I do want to say once again how appreciative we are of you being here, and we look forward to hearing what you have to say.
Thank you.
for the generous introduction, and thanks so much for coming out on this absolutely glorious late afternoon.